least do some of this. Can't show everything though. It's permanent surgery. This. Just break this up for a moment. There we go. Hey, Frost. Let's change you. Anyway, back to what I was doing. Come in through the door. Hey, Alex. Just working on this page real quick. It's almost done. There's like very few things I have left. So I figure if there's anything I have to finish up, like, you know, with Emerald here, I can just turn off the screen for a moment to address it. Because I'd rather get it done before I do anything else. I don't think the background's going to be too complicated. Because I'll mostly be taking from previous pages, but if there's something specific, then I'll have to draw it myself. I could probably get away with not doing it for this page, but I think the next page I'll have to show the background more detailed. Because right now the focus isn't on where they are, it's more about their discussion together. I can do the IDET stuff, I just have to be careful with, you know, showing something risque. That's why I was thinking about not doing it on screen. But I was already working on it earlier today, so I was like, just be a good boy and not show anything bad. With that said, hold on a moment, because, no, I'm just gonna use this, it's easier. Turn you off, so I can see your damn eyes. Turn these back on. So yeah, as long as I'm cautious, then I can work on this. Around Fat Skylar's size. That's pretty big. keep pressing C. I need to keep press X. Hope everyone's doing alright. And that's what happens when we use the wrong brush. There we go. Okay. Lastly, like seriously, so close to being done with this page. And then I can probably start working on, like, I want to work on jam stuff, but I should probably just wait until after the stream. I'll probably work on something else for the next few hours. Kind of my lap is preventing me from getting to the kitchen. Just doing Arcanite stuff. Yeah, I'm almost done with the trials. I was working on that last night. I only have to do 2 more of part 3, and then I gotta do part 4. But trials is a pain in the ass. I really like it though. But like once I saw speed, it was like, oh yeah, speed up, and then you get like more damage, and your opponents lose 200 defense. I was like, oh, so this is the best. This is the best ability in this trial. So I maxed that out immediately. Because if there's anything I've learned from video games, is that speed is everything. Speed and damage. Because why else would you even care? Yeah, I haven't used that group yet. I want to use them. Hello, Captain. But yeah, like, if there's anything I learned from video games, the speed is everything. If your character can do more shit in less frames than your opponent, then there's nothing to worry about. Especially fighting games. Fighting games taught that very well. Might put an outline on this frame. You're fine, you're fine. Alright, I gotta do some work on her. Anything that involves her bits, I'll just blank the screen for a brief moment. Luckily, it wouldn't take that long. But definitely can't ignore the page, because that's just more work waiting for me at the end of the day. Well, I mean, like, yeah, like, Golden Glow is fucking broken in that mode. She just covers so much range, especially on the parts where the little where you get the airdrops. She just obliterates all of them, and you just get every airdrop. So yeah, Golden Glow is just fucking broken. And I'm gonna blink the screen for a brief moment just so I can get her bits. Well, not blink the screen, but, you know, turn that off for a moment. Alright, get rid of these sensor bars. I need to see these. These need addressing. And that's kind of it, because until I get to the water part. Yay, water. I love me water. Water's so good. I was like, I did turn this back on, right? I'm like, alright. Like, in all honesty, I think I should be fine to show the bits, because it's not porn. She's not doing anything pornographic. She's just sitting there. But again, until I like triple check or quadruple check on what is considered to be porn, which they kept it vague, of course, I'm just gonna be cautious about showing certain characters in certain situations. Like, obviously, if I was showing her getting, you know, getting shagged, and then I was like, okay, never mind. Not gonna show that. But she's literally just sitting there, and there's, like, nothing risque going on. Kind of funny. Some people are like, I didn't know Becky had a sister, and I'm like, fuck, I've done a horrible job then. Despite showing her quite a number of times. But that's okay. It's not like she's a prominent character. At least not right now. Okay, now I need the rest of her hair. And I will refrain from... I guess I should just stop working on this, because it just required me going back and forth on stuff, and I don't feel like blinking the page over and over. So let me just save. I'll keep the black bars there just so I don't have to remove them right now. Unfortunately, the lack of the lack for the two broke-ass operators, Thorns and Golden Glow. Thorns is alright for the challenges. Like, obviously, he puts in work. But, like, you definitely gotta set him up beforehand, before anything critical starts happening to him. Surtur is definitely a good use for the two, the archer and the hammer bosses. Like, she destroys the hammer one, and I was using monster to get rid of the archer. Monster with like a shit ton of heals, because it was like, because Calcit heals him, but then you can also heal him with fuck, what's her name? This gonna get to me. God damn it. Not... Oh my god, why am I blanking on these names now? No. Scotty, there we go. Scotty altar. Alright, let me blank the screen so I can get rid of these tabs. Which one's NTR? I'm like, fuck, who the hell is that? I'm horrible with names. Oh, Radiant Nora. Yeah. Yeah, like the Kaz teams, or the team, and like in general, like Team Horus is just fun. Turn this back on. All right, who do I feel like drawing today? You know what? Let's work on an adopt. Because I wanted to do this one. Where are you? There you are. So let me do my take of Holly. Yeah, Team Horse is just like, they cover everything. You got the heals, you got the tanks. Like, all of them are tanks for the most part. I mean, they might as well be. And they deal so much damage. They cover their ass. The only and then like for the other horse characters, you got like the range too. So they pretty much cover all bases. Aside from like fighting actual aerial enemies, that's kind of it. I mean, I know some of them can, but like not in a reliable sense, at least not most of the time. But yeah, definitely a fun group. Okay, now I want your ass to cast, so I can get like a rough of how I drew her before, because I want to improve on it. Should be at the very bottom. Yeah, there it is. Probably make the hair darker. Okay, so let's get Holly. But yeah, Arcanite is so goddamn fun. Like, I'm glad that at least so far nothing's been like messed up about it. There's no like some like, oh no, now we can't play the game because they put in some stupid shit. Got a friend that's addicted to Arknights and he keeps sending me pics of Gravel because Gravel's great. Just not my favorite, but I like Gravel. Nah, I think he's trying to mess with me. It's not my fault. I pull her for at least once, twice a day. Ah. I like Gravel though. Gravel's really cool. Let's see. How do I want to pose her? Because I want her to try to be spooky, but I also want to show what's underneath the cloth. Or the sheet. Yeah. Like the roguelike mode is really good. Let me just close this because I don't need it open right now. Save me some freaking memory. There we go. Based on the body on fat blood orange. People like that I drew that. But yeah, like I like that any character they add is basically just more stuff for the roguelike mode, since that mode can be played infinitely. Every time I get that survey that they send down, it's like, oh, you got anything to improve the game? I just keep saying, put in more furries. That's it. That's all I keep saying. Because everything else is fine. I got like really nothing to say. It's like more furries and more fat characters. That's pretty much it. It's like different body types would be nice. Good body type. Cholesterol orange. Her ears in a particular pose. Okay, just need to go downwards like a tuning rods or dowsing rods. I think I'll give her a small little button nose for the rabbit part of her. It's not like super necessary, but it's just something. Actually, if I'm gonna make this her character art, because if I'm gonna make this her character art, I don't think I can. Okay, now I'm in my head again because I'm all like, when I'm making their character portraits, do they need to just be standing there, or can I just put them in any position? Because because a lot of people want information of characters. They don't want them in like a pose where they're removing information, like crossing their arms that covers their chest and stuff like that. I guess I could save this idea for another time. So yeah, I'll try to stick to more her being in a standard position, but I still want to show what's underneath the sheet. So yeah, I'll just keep it simple. And I can always just draw her in other poses later. But best to get the information mix. Ghost Bun's strangely cute. Yeah. Like, characters like her will have either their own storylines or they'll be bundled with like other horror-based characters. And I got several of those. Both adopted and non-adopted. They can all hang out with Blood Orange or something. Yeah, they can all help Blood Orange when she makes her spooky haunted houses. Gao energy. She's like, Gao! Give her like a tiny nose. So I do want her to act like she's dead. I mean, she is dead, but I want her to emphasize on it more. Let's make her eyelashes a little bit higher up. And like, according to this, she has like 2 eyelashes. So I'll try to stick with that. Yeah, see, she's cute. Cute bun. Cute ghost bun. She tried to scare. The hair is the part that I want to get right the most, because I know that's gonna be a deal breaker to me. So let's see. Try to get this as good as I can. I guess I should block out her head a little bit more, just so I don't normally do this, but I feel like I need to for this particular picture. Fear me. Exactly. And she's like, I was like, aren't I scary? And you just pat her on the head and say, yeah, oh yes, you were very scary. And she gets embarrassed. But she wants to be spooky. Tarek, thank you for the follow. Won't do all of her hair immediately, because I need to get the rest of her body in position. I want to get like a good chunk of what I'm looking for. So something like this. Strand over here. We'll see if I keep that strand, because I might want to remove it so we can see more of her eyes. Hello. Yeah, the expression people have before coffee. Yeah. She'd be cute with some coffee, even if she doesn't need it. She just has like a little pumpkin mug. A lot of this is gonna get well, because I want there to be two versions of this, her with and without the sheet. Is my voice really low compared to the music? I could maybe turn it up. Let me ask the chat before I do anything. Is my voice still sounding low? Because I know I'm low speaking to begin with, but does that sound the same for everybody? Am I too quiet? Oh, wait a bit. Oh, okay. Maybe I just need to speak up more, because I know I'm not a loudspeaker. I'll try. Sounds fine. Maybe just up a notch, if anything. Let me see if I can adjust it. Let's see. Like properties. No, that's not it. Where is the function that lets me mess with it? Ah, here it is. Okay. I'm not going to turn up too much, but let me see. How's this? I only moved it up by like 0.2. Usually it takes about 6, but trying not to blow out everybody's ears. So wait a bit. I think I'll just leave it here for now until if it becomes an issue still, just let me know. This is the part that's going to get covered up in the sheet. But there's a reason behind that. Sound good? Because, like, right about here would be her nose. And then, if we move over here, it's kind of covered up. But she has, like, a little nose here. I just figured I'd give her a bun nose since she's more rabbit-like. Because, down here, she has the rabbit feet. So I just gave her a little nose. If it's too much, I'll probably remove it and just put, like, a nub. So, like, for example, if I erase it, I could just do something like this. Which actually might be better. What did I do for the other thing? Yeah, it kind of just stuck with what was there before. Gotta practice that stream voice. Oh god, I can't. I can't do that. Honestly, I get annoyed by some of the terms, by some of the phrase, or not phrasing, but like just the wording that some people do. It just, I don't know, it sounds so fake. And yet I understand that some of it you have to play it up. I get that. It just, I can't. There's just some things I can't do. Especially the "it's your boy" thing. I'm like, no. Please God, no. And a lot of, there's some issues I have with certain, not YouTubers specifically, but just like the certain ways certain YouTubers do things. It feels so fake in a lot of ways. Like, especially when people found out about the whole, like, oh, you need people to comment more on your YouTube videos so they get seen and all that. It's like, we get that. But then when you have somebody constantly telling you to do that over and over and over during one video, it just seems like, it's like, okay, we get it. Like, there was one person in particular who kept saying, like, after, like, every little thing, he would keep saying, oh, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Like, after almost, like, every sentence or every, like, little point that he was trying to make, he would say that. And I'm just like, Jesus. So a lot of this stuff we're not going to see, because I just needed it here as a placeholder. But yeah, it's like, I understand exactly what everybody has to do for YouTube, but there's a more natural way of doing it. I mean, obviously that's just me, because I know, you know, play the meta, do what works the best. But I just can't. I can't force it. Yay, I can finally use the chat. Oh yeah, her name is Holly Fright. She's rather thin. Some parts of this is gonna get drawn off or redone because I just need it as a placeholder. I guess I'll zoom in on her face later when I need to focus on it. But yeah, this is what she looks like. Yeah, because unfortunately the teen/kids are the main draw. Despite YouTube trying to be all like, oh no, we're family friendly, blah 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 blah. I was like, no, you're not. You can say you are, but you're not. You, like, they have YouTube Kids for this exact reason. But YouTube Kids doesn't nearly get them the views and shit that normal YouTube does. And even if you even if kids exist, it's like people are just gonna lie about their ages anyway. Like, hell, we did. I would be surprised if they didn't. Yay! What is even the point of YouTube Kids at this point? Tax write-off. I think it's just I think YouTube Kids is just an excuse for, like, oh, you know, if you don't want your kids seeing this stuff, here's YouTube Kids. But nobody fucking uses that because all they do is give their kids their iPad or whatever, and the kids will go on YouTube because that's the shit that all of their friends are talking about. And then there you go. So whatever happens after that point, that's mostly the lack of parental supervision. But, you know, everyone's going to get on YouTube's ass, and then when everyone gets on YouTube's ass, that's when the sponsors and ads start, you know, flexing their shit and be like, oh, well, we're not going to advertise on YouTube unless you guys change this. Which, here's the thing. YouTube should not have buckled to their advertisers Because at the end of the day, YouTube's one of the most popular or is the most popular media thing, period. And if people want to use YouTube, then they're going to use YouTube. They should not have been able to negotiate with YouTube in the first place. But YouTube apparently doesn't know their own fucking power level, so they fucking pussied out and started, bending over backwards for advertisers. Because they got so fucking scared off by, like, oh, well, if this ad is on this video, that means these people support this. And, like, no, they don't choose what fucking video that their ads show up on. Unless it's, like, very fucking algorithmic, or, like, part of the algorithm and all that. But it's, like, I don't know. I feel YouTube could be much better if they didn't fucking suck the dick of advertisers. Have you ever thought of making iHat but opposite? Like Skylar is the shy guy and Marcy is the one that gets powers. Not specifically for those two, but I mean, there's been like other similar situations and stuff. There's nothing keeping me from doing something like that, but I want to like use other characters at this point. You know what's better than making money? Making a shit ton of money. True, it's not a public service at the end of the day, but it's like if advertisers want to use you or want people to see their shit, then they're going to use the best platform to do so, and that's YouTube. So why is YouTube bending over backwards for them when it should be the other way around? I do not like these feet. Let's change this. I just think they caved when they didn't need to. Like, unless some other company had the balls to just make their own version of YouTube. Which the closest thing is Twitch right now. But Twitch is was like its own thing. But, I think that they could have did more, but that's just me. Let's see. It's not about making money, it's about sending a message. No, it's about making all the money. There's always going to... Yeah. I just think that they didn't understand what they had. Or at least the person or whoever's in charge of like, oh no, we'll fix this, whoever's in charge of that, they're the ones that didn't understand what they had. Because they're still going off of like, typical corporate nonsense, when it's like, guys, you are literally the platform for all of this. There's no other fucking service that can do what they do. Hell, even Twitch can't do it. That's why Twitch deletes videos after a certain amount of time. And Twitch is owned by Amazon at this point, so... But yeah, whoever dropped the ball on that, it's like, yeah, we have YouTube kids and it does nothing. If anything, they'd probably save money if they just got rid of YouTube kids. Like, what's the point? because all the kid-related stuff is already posting on regular YouTube anyway. And it literally just boils down to, you know, parents being parents. Let's fix this. They'd save money. They just got rid of kids. I mean, yes, that's also a thing. But yeah, it would. The conversation should have been like, "Oh, you have all this content on here. We're gonna pull out of our advertisement." And YouTube should have just been like, "All right, good luck with that." Because you know damn well the advertisers would come back. Let's see. We'll even go anywhere. And go where? Exactly. It's like, where would they go? I guess at most it would be Twitch, but even then it's like it's not nearly as huge as YouTube is. Like, Twitch is literally the closest. But that's like under very specific circumstances. Let's make our equals a little bit more subtle. There we go. But yeah, I think if either of them are ever ballsy enough to pull the trigger on more adult content, then I think they would make a lot more money. Can I get your thoughts on my doodle? It's in the not safe for work section. Sure, hold on. Let me turn on Discord. Let's take a look. Oh, really good. I like what you did. I think you could curve the hips, like the parts that attach to the butt. I think you could curve it, or curve it a little bit higher up. Because, like, you gotta think about it in space. Because it would look like, because the way you have some of the curves, like, that connect to his back and the back of the part of his butt. I think you can put it up a little bit higher and like shape it a little bit rounder, so that way it looks like he has more of a butt going on. Because at the moment, it just kind of looks like let me see if I can try to draw it on stream for a moment. So, let me get another layer. So like the way you have the butt right now, it's like this, and like let's just say the rest of the body was about here. It feels like the butt is like it has like a big crevice right here, or like it's almost like a platform. So I think just round it out a little more, and then round out the butt a little bit more. So something like this, just a little bit. Other than that, though, I think it's great. Based on Blood Orange for shape. Let me see what the hell I even did with her. Because I probably made stupid shit too. Where are you? I think you're in here. Yeah, I probably did something dumb with her. Yeah, here you are. Yeah. Because I think it's because her arm is in the way that it's like missing that one little part that connects here. Like, let me get a red pen. Yeah, because her arm is in the way. The part of her, because like you get like a bit of a roll right here, but there's probably like another roll around here, and then her butt is going over there. Then I gotta think about where her other ass cheek is. So you got like one cheek that's probably like this huge, and then based on this, the other cheek is probably like around here. Well, it's past here because of her belly. So you see, you got 2 scoops of cheeks here. You got 2 scoops here. That's a whole lot of cheek. But yeah, something like that. But I think it's just because her armor is in a way that some information was lost, so like it could literally be like anything around here. But yeah, other than that, I think it's great. I like it. Give it another heart. That's a double dose a day. You learned it from watching me. No, you must be better than me. I'm not even good. I am not a good example of learning anything. I am winging most of my shit. I think, honestly, if I took the time to actually do construction lines and shit, I'd probably be better. But I do not have the patience for it. Like, look at this. Your head, neck, circles, more circles, circles. Well, technically it's a circle and a tube, because you do this, and then you connect it like a tube in circles. Blah, 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 blah. Stomach, chest would probably be like, what, here or some shit. And then because we're doing fat characters, that means we gotta do more fat that goes about there, and then this goes on. And then we gotta worry about, you know, how the flow line, and you gotta draw the box stuff. Here's the leg, but then we gotta draw the ass cheek because of the fat, and I don't know. Like, I have no patience for construction lines. Yes, I know they're very important, but I just eyeball this shit for the most part. Very rarely do I do construction lines, and if I do, it's only because there is something very specific that I needed to do. Like, most of the time when you're drawing, you just break everything down into shapes. That's basically it. You just, like, oh, here's the flow line. Okay, I want it to be a tail. So you, like, curve it out or whatever you do to make it look that way, and there you go. Yeah, not all of it is circles, but like, if you break it down, just break down everything into shapes. Cause like, let me just close this. Do not save, thank you. Cause like for example, if I were to do construction lines for this, it should have been the head, then you have the neck, and then you'd have the body that goes like probably right here. So this part was already messed up to begin with because mine's a little too low, so probably bring it there. Then stomach would probably be about here. then you got the hips, break this down, then you get this going on, because you got to get the flow too, because like if you think about your body is broken down into S shapes, because you got one flow going here and then one flow going there, because your body's trying to balance it out. That's why you get curves in the way you do, because your body's like, trying to make it work. And then like depending on what you're doing else, like for the female form, like you get like the box shape thing going on for that, because you're trying to remember that everything is based on where it is in a box. So like if you're going for the character's pelvis, it's like somewhere in this area, and then you just the circles or the other part for like the hips and stuff, and then you break it down to a shape. So this is more of like a tube, and then like once you get that going, that's when you start adding like muscle and stuff like that to make it more detailed. So yeah, like I perfectly know all of this. I just choose not to do most of this shit. I just wing it because I'm just both lazy and impatient. Like I have patience for a lot of things, not for this. So yeah. Like the way that I do it is because I choose to. It's because I'm winging it and I'm just like not all about a woman's butt. Yeah. Oh, you posted another one? Yeah, much better. And it could be just because of the bad positioning that I did, if you're going off of that. But yeah, like the first one just looked like his butt was a little trailing off, but this one looks more like, okay, his butt is, easing into the dumpiness that he has. There you go. But yeah, like the way that I do it is more of a learned trait, not like it's not the traditional way that people would normally do it for their art stuff. I wing it because I choose to. Is it the best thing to do? Probably not. But that's how I've been doing it. Typical fat guys, all bellies, no ass. I know, right? We need more men with fat asses. Which there are plenty, so luckily that's not the case. And sweetheart, what did I do wrong with your boob? Your boob has been bothering me for a while now. And then, like, you'll learn stuff, like, when you brush up on anatomy more, you'll learn stuff like, okay, boobs are fat, so they go on top of the chest. They're not, like, water balloons, and, like, because they connect with, like, the bottom part of the armpit and blah, 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 blah. And then if you're doing like body fat, you gotta think of it as like, the way a water balloon sort of, how gravity affects a water balloon. So yeah, shit like that. Me, I'm just like, yeah, I'll try the best I can, using only a fraction of my power. Yeah, Gil Panda is a good one. There's a lot of good fat artists. If I could do a fraction of what they do. You know what? Let's clean this up. Because I feel like I'm trying too hard. And I just need to let it flow. It's definitely longer and skinnier, so let's work on that. Hands, how do they work? If you can master hands, you're pretty much good on everything else. Hands and body fat. Back inside, loving this book. Right? Even AI can't do it, right? Hands and feet are enemy artists, and yep, even AI can't handle it. AI is like, what the fuck is happening? Hard part is getting this to look the way I want. Oh, there are a ton of characters that I have that people don't know about. And that's on me because I don't post them all. This one in particular is a adopted character that I got a while back. But I'm giving her some character art. Because like what I want to do is when I make the character art and I post it, I want to link to the original artist and the original post of it. Because some of these are from like people that make groups of adoptables to sell and stuff like that, while a few others are just from like individual artists that are selling characters. And the only reason why I go after them is because I always feel like the characters have like a really good thing they can, like a really good story they could have. And I get a little iffy about other people getting the characters, just like certain ones, like not every character, just like the ones that kind of click with me. Thank you for the follow. 1488. God, I'm reading. Why? My reading comprehension has died at this point. What car does a Karen drive? Mitsubishi. But yeah, just certain characters I see and I'm like, oh, that character looks interesting. I want to use them for something, and so I'll go and adopt them if possible. And then, you know, at the end of the day, do I need to adopt them? Not really. I can always just, you know, make my own version of a character. Obviously, you don't copy because that's just dumb. But, you know, you can make your own version. But I also like supporting certain artists, so adopt a character, support an artist. still get to use the character in whatever way you want. Win-win. But yeah, I could totally see a story where Holly is trying to be scary, but nobody gets scared of her, and she gets like kind of discouraged, and then she takes off the sheet thinking that she's not scary, and then all of a sudden you see something horrifying. I'll give her a little bun tail. Okay, because I need to draw her without the parts that I'm going to add first, so that way I can get it right. So we'll do her hair first, which is going to be the biggest challenge of all this. If I can get her hair right, then I'm good on everything else. Marble soda. I think I might have gotten one from that person. Let me see. Let me check real quick. Because I know the name sounds familiar. And I probably follow them. I do not follow them, but I know I've been here. Yeah, I've been here. I probably might not have gotten a character from this person. Doesn't look like it. Or, you know, it might be easier if I just, you know, searched my own thing and find out. Marble soda. Did I get anything from this person? No, I did not. At least not according to this. Yeah, I probably saw some characters, but I didn't see anybody that clicked. Also, I wish people would be a little bit more organized with their stuff. Like, if they're going to make adoptables, put them in, like, a folder to make them easier to get to. Because it sucks when you have to, like, go through a list. And to be fair, not all of them may be open all the time, but I think it's better to at least have a place for people to go. I cannot do adopts again. I got too attached to the ones that I did sell. And I was just like, and then, I don't know. Whole thing, but I'd be a bit of a hypocrite if I went on about it. Okay. So that's why I'm trying to put in more effort to crank out characters and crank out stories. Okay, so your hair is going to be the death of me, child. Can I simplify the hair? Of course. Will I? Probably not. But yeah, at this point I have more than enough characters that I've adopted. So I will refrain from getting more, or at least I'll try to. You can write them off for taxes though, because as long as you're using them for your actual work, which I am, what I'm doing right now is for work. They can be written off. And I have written them off before. So, ha. But yeah, as long as you know, actually use stuff for work and stuff like that, or like whatever you do to make a living for your job, as long as you're actually doing that stuff, then they can be written off. days for her is going to be a journey. Yeah, I think it's just random. So I probably shouldn't be too committed on what it looks like exactly. It's like if it's random, then, you know, just draw whatever looks good. Some of these guidelines, but I still want some of our hair to be messy. Mine's are a lot wider. There we go. Just erase some of this. I had a weird dream last night, and there's like a big titty bee-like moth woman who was like kind of like a short stack. And I was just like, I have no idea why I'm dreaming this, or why I dreamt that. Should I draw that character? Probably. Will I? Most likely. But I was just kind of like, what the fuck? She looked hella fluffy, though. Visions from the Thibel. It was that, and then at another point in the dream, there was like dinosaurs running around, mostly raptors, because it was like remember to lock your car doors because there are raptors around. I was like, what? Got back from a call, making characters. All dreams have meanings. My dream, right? I mean, my dreams are weird in general, because, like, mine only happen if I don't draw enough. Like, if I draw enough, then I just get, like, a standard dream, and it's, like, not very memorable at all. If I don't draw enough, then it starts getting all weird and random. And then if I don't draw at all for, like, a long period of time, then that's when I start getting, like, nightmare tier dreams. I'm just like, yeah, I should probably start drawing, because there's been times where I'm just like, I just have like a horrible dream, and I'm just like, yeah, I didn't feel like sleeping today either. Like, that's like the range for how it works for me. I have no idea if that's like some type of thing that it's called or whatever, but I was just like, huh. Is there any meaning to it? Maybe. But all I got is that, hey, dumbass, you need to draw more. Maybe it's just like some creative output non thing, where like if I don't let it all out, it just comes through dreams. by fit demon dinosaurs. Trying to be a little close to how she will be when I put her when I put the sheet on her. I'm also trying to show that she has like messy hair. So it should probably be more downwards. And then this is probably going to come up a little bit more. You dreamed of Becky at some point, telling me to get your ass up and get drawing. Well, good. If Becky's telling you to do some shit, then you should probably listen. So get off your lazy ass and draw. Very rarely do I dream of characters that already exist, that I've already drawn. Most of the time they show up in dreams first. Like Meadow appeared in a dream, DeVille did, Wendy. The busty moth bee woman. She would be the most recent. There were like other dreams I've had that were just like random as fuck, and it just boils down to whether or not I want to draw it. She's got some long ass hair. Some of this is gonna get covered up anyway because of her sheet. Like, the scenario that I saw the character in was interesting because it was basically like, okay, the scenario the part that I dreamt was walking outside. Like, I don't even know if this was me because I don't normally see myself in my dreams. Very rarely does that ever come up. Like, I think of all the times I've ever seen myself in a dream was probably like 5 times. Like, ever. But whoever I was supposed to be, the scenario was walking outside, and like the colors of outside was like pretty like pastel, so it was more like pinks, purples, blues, like a pale white, stuff like that. And the scenario was that apparently there was like a siren going on where it seemed like it sounded like a fire siren, like a fire truck siren, and it was coming from like another location. So suddenly I'm like in front of that location. There's like a bunch of firefighters, or at least they look like firefighters, but they're all like in those colors. but they were attending to one door, or to one home, but the scenario where the bee woman shows up in was in like next door, and next door was like a fucking furry orgy, like not like fursuits, but just like anthropomorphic characters just having a goddamn orgy. And then this bee moth woman, because like she was like whitish color and all that, but she had gigantic titties. And I don't know what the fuck was going on in that scenario, but they were all getting it on and shit, and getting on and like just super cuddly with her. But then I'm like on top of the building, looking downwards, and like briefly my mind goes to like, hey, I could draw this building really interesting, or like if I were to draw it, how would I draw it? And it was like, should the wood frames be thinner or some shit? And then I see the fucking hen from Robin Hood running beside the building, and I ask her, hey, is the back of the building called, I forget what the words I say, or whoever I'm supposed to be says, but it's like, is the back of the home called this? And she's like, are you seriously asking me that right now? And then I wake up. And I'm like, what the fuck was that? And the only reason why I even woke up was because my alarm went off. So it probably would have gotten weirder, which that's usually the case. Like, it always happens like right when it's starting to like reach its peak, and then I wake up. All that told me is I need to draw the big titty moth woman. Or moth bee woman, whatever. I'm gonna make her both just for the sake of argument. So yeah, you know what? Once I'm... Oh, damn it, I can't draw it on this stream. Fuck. Damn it, Twitch. Fuck it, I'll just draw her after the stream. After I'm done working on iHat. I'll draw her as a warm-up. But yeah. I mean, I guess I could draw her as long as she's, not risque. Thank you for the follow, Captain Doofus. Ha. Moxley with Demon Wings. Last stream, Azure Lane. I know very little of Azure Lane. Like, I know of them, but only because of Dojins. Which apparently that's how a lot of Fate Stay Night stuff gets sold, because people know them through Dojins. But yeah, it was just a thing that came up in a dream, and I was just like, I have no idea what the hell's going on. There was like other parts of the dream, but not relevant to that. The best part is once I get the character down, then it gets easier to draw them later. Let's see. But yeah, I have no clue why that dream came up. All I know is that I will eventually draw that character, because I'd be foolish not to. Aircraft carrier turn Kitsune demi-human. Interesting. But yeah, that's what happens if I don't draw enough. I'll get fucking furry orgy dreams with big titty women. Big titty furry women. no idea why the fucking hen from Robin Hood showed up, though. I had no association with that character in quite a while. Unless it's through like fucking fan art, I guess. I don't know. Maybe that's what triggered it. But even then, I hadn't seen the character in a while. But fuck it, Dream said you needed to see the hen from fucking Robin Hood, so here I am. It's like we need to re-inspire your love of thick, furry women. And I'm like, sir, I'm already so deep in this. And they're like, no, you need more. You got to make sure you don't lose that spark. And I'm like, I don't think it's going anywhere anytime soon. I kind of like it this way. There we go. It's like losing the Christmas spirit, but instead of Christmas, it's thick furry women. And I guess orgies. I guess making sure that I don't lose the sight of making risque content. That's how I'm going to interpret the dream. You gotta get deep into video games for yours. Yeah, that can happen. Note to self, whenever I color this character, do the fucking hair first. Just make the hair the fucking base color, because I do not want to go through this hell. It would be easier to color the rest of her. White. I'm trying to get more of the stray hairs that she has. Some of this I could probably do easier if I just do it like the way that most people do, where like you'll have the character's hair and all that. Like you'll just have like the generic hair, like here's the character's face, whatever. And then like at the end of their drawing, they'll usually do like these, where they'll put in like the straight lines after the fact. I could probably get away with doing shit like that, but yeah, I made my choice. Chubby character with a fat tail, yeah. It works for fucking Arknights. They got characters with fat tails to do that. At one point I was playing a game and listening to the audio at the same time. After I woke up, decided to take a break. Oh, there's been times I've had dreams that I swear to God I thought were happening in real life. And I would wake up and be like, oh shit, I need to do this, and I'm like, oh wait, that was the dream. I was like, fuck. Because some of that shit would have been great. I was like, oh yeah, we got this now, and then I wake up going like, ah, damn it, that was a dream. It's like, man, fuck that. So yeah, situations like that suck. Where you could swear to God that it was fucking real. And I'll just give her eyebrows here, just in case. Even if you don't see them too much. Alright, I think I've done more than enough for her damn hair. I always think dreams are just like looking into an alternate timeline or world or something. Especially when it's like really fucking detailed for what it is. It's like, okay, there's way too many specifics here for this to be just a dream. It's almost like your consciousness just goes somewhere else. But it's like bound to the current world. So like wherever you are currently, that's where you're bound to. But like your dreams will just, you know, take you elsewhere every once in a while. But it won't be like who knows? Perhaps if whenever we pass away, that's what's gonna happen. We'll just go to like another scenario, as if it was normal. We'll probably just wake up from this reality and think this was the dream, and it's just like endless. Maybe that'll be the case. That'll be trippy. Okay, so got the hair. Got the ears, got her trying to look a little spooky but worried at the same time. Because she's like, am I doing it right? Now for the hard part. So let's make her go back down. Alright, this is the part that I wanted. I might actually make this like alternate version so that way it's easier to apply it to her. Okay, so the sheet would be about here, so that means we want this going on. Yeah, because it covers most of her shoulders. Let me look at this part. Yeah. Maybe death is waking from the dream of life, man. Probably, who knows? I should probably save. That would be a smart thing to do. Holly Fright. Depends on how detailed I want this to be. I'll just wing it and see what happens. It doesn't technically have to be confined to her stomach. I did not know that there was a thing where people had a fear of teeth. But it makes total sense, especially when you have those fucking dreams where your teeth are falling out. Fuck those dreams. Kind of depends on where I'm trying to go with this. I could totally see Holly in like a situation where she's trying to scare somebody and it's not working, and so she gets frustrated, but then the person tries to take advantage. Is like, okay, I'll make you a deal. If you can scare me, or something like that. Like, if you can't scare me by the end of the night or by morning or something, then they have to do it or whatever. And so she's like, all right, you're on. So spends the entire scenario trying to scare somebody. Doesn't work. And so he's like, come on, deal's a deal. And she's like, okay, fine. So she takes off the sheet, and then you see what's underneath, and it fucking horrifies him. Let's see. So how I'm gonna do this part. I like that movie. The second movie wasn't the best. It could have been amazing if they hadn't have catered to the whole CG thing. But even for what it was a good setup to lead into the original 80s movie. Well, even then, I know it was based off of another movie, but still. Yeah, let's just cram more teeth in here. The chubby thing, waifu. Yeah, there's like plenty of ideas for that too. Just have a character with a stomach mouth. One of these days I'll have to upload more of my characters to show. take a day or something. Let's actually make this crazy. Just like have like part of it just open up and stuff. Cause this is supposed to be stuff that you're not supposed to see until she takes off the sheet anyway. So might as well just make it all trippy. For this would be some horror stuff. Funny thing, there's a fat ass armor. Yeah, there's like a lot of stuff, or like a lot of demons and stuff like that that have stomach mouths. Like there's plenty of characters that have stuff like that. Tweak the shoulders too. Any chance you'll do costumes for Becky when you use her? Use her in what way? Like in the comics more? Or the avatar that I'm using. Because there is an art set where she's decked out in other stuff called Becky's Blackmail for these streams. Oh yeah, I'll have her in like other outfits and stuff like that eventually. I just gotta work on them. I need to make the nun one for sure. Tried to edit yourself to try to put it in, but I accidentally hit enter. Trying to look through the reference that I have with like crazy bizarre shit like this. I think this one will do the most. Yeah. Okay, back to this. So, try to be a little bit more deliberate with the teeth. Even if it doesn't make sense, just do it. Need to commission references for all the alts. I'll just draw it. And that way it look like the bear is like behind it or something. I have no idea where I'm going with this, so I'm just kind of winging it for the most part. Try to structure it as I go. Maybe put more teeth and eyes inside. Just make it a little more elder-ish. So I'll probably fix up the teeth once I get my bearings. Okay, this is looking cool. I'm trying. Oh, your chunky cat's come to say hello, yay. Here's a second one. Big old fat cat. Need to fix up the teeth though. I don't like how the bottom ones look. Need to make thicker ones on the top. Just have this thing riddled with eyes and teeth everywhere, just to make it as creepy as I can for her. You know, this will just have to be like alternate swaps, because obviously I can't make the sheet cover all of this. So it'll just be something swappable between the two. Junkie is laying on mom. Oh. Can think of his pocket sand. Won't pocket sand just piss it off even more because it has other eyes that can still see you? Unless the plan is to throw pocket sand on everything. If you can. And I don't think enough sand will be in your pocket for that. Ah. I'm gonna die either way. I refuse to die. I refuse to be the only one to suffer. Yeah, you might as well go out swinging. Actually, I don't like those eyes. It's not there. There's more teeth over here. Tentacles. Debating on if I want to do anything with the tentacles. So, this one here. There we go, that's better. Now let's refine these. That way they're like coming from her crotch, but like still varied enough where it's like, what the hell is going on here situation. Let's make them uneven too, not give her like consistent rows of teeth. Like weird sucker things on the inside of her mouth. Actually, I don't even know if I want maybe we'll just make it like an endless row of teeth. Just like constantly going further down. They'll get shaded anyway. Actually, since the mouth is glowing on her sheet, you can put some teeth in the mouth, but then like have the bottom, like the rest of it be like a glowing void. So let's fix the suckers. It's just not gonna need them. I'll bribe her with cookies. So yeah, like inside the mouth will be more teeth going on. But then there'll be like a glowing void on the inside. For the Thing movie, the 80s one, did they ever really explain how the doc got infected? Was it just because he was doing the operation stuff? And like the blood of the creature got on him? Was that how that happened? Like I figured that was the case, but I'm asking because now I'm thinking about it. Since I'm drawing this. Yeah, because that's like the only part that makes sense, is he had to have only been infected because he was, you know, doing the autopsies. Because I can't think of any other way he would have gotten infected. Because it wasn't until after he did like the simulation on how quickly the thing would spread that he started like freaking out, and so he like locked himself in the cabin. Once they took him there, and then he locked himself in, and then there was like even a scene where he had like a noose because he was gonna hang himself. But then he just said, but then that's when he started saying that he feels better now. Because at that point he was already taken over. Let's make these teeth bigger. I don't like how small they are now. But yeah, I think that was the case for that movie. Probably have this thing like drooling or whatever. Let's make the teeth on her shoulders bigger now, since we're going this route. Probably need to make the bottom part bigger to accommodate. Actually, let's just angle it more, or make it more uniform. I should rewatch that scene where he has the noose in the cabin, Because I wonder if there's like any other detail to indicate if he actually used it. Because the thing would just bring his body back to life. So I wonder if there's like a detail that he used it. That'd be actually pretty neat if that was the case. Let's see. Let's play another song. Let's try this one. I like this. I like where this is going. Now I just feel that this tongue in particular should have like one more tentacle going around. Like this. Part of me really wants to put teeth on the eyes. Like I really want to do it. And so he did. Probably won't put too many though. He says as he puts like 20, I don't know. Yeah, I like this. So yeah, like the scenario would be like, oh, she can't scare anybody. And then she has to take that off. Hopefully it won't be too much visual cluster. It shouldn't be, especially once she's like in better positions later on. Like as long as I know what I'm doing after designing her this way, then it should be easy. And then when I have the mouth glowing green, that should help illuminate
some details, so that way certain things aren't lost. And I'll keep the teeth smooth, like I won't give them like too many ridges. But yeah, it should be fine. I think I don't need too much of the teeth detail here though. I think the key is to try to keep it simple, but at the same time make it make sense. And I think if I loop it with like the skin like this, that'll help with the coloring and all that. Just make it shit that's like peeling from whatever ghost flesh that she has. So there should be about 5 teeth if I do it uniformly. So it's probably another tooth underneath there, and then there'll be like 3 here. Probably be a little bit more rounded. And just clean up. What kind of PF ghostiness can she get up to? I would say walking through walls and maybe turn invisible is probably and obviously, you know, pick up objects. Those would probably be like the most she can do. Outside of like, I don't know, maybe devouring somebody if she wanted to, but that's not her goal. She just wants to scare people. Yeah, like I just want her like confined to like an area, and when people venture in, that they like, you know, gets her excited because she gets to try to scare people, and then when they're not scared, that's when she like gets discouraged until they see what's underneath the sheet, and then they freak the fuck out, and then that encourages her again because she thinks that, oh, must have been like a delayed scare or something. So she's a bit oblivious to what exactly is frightening everybody. Just make sure these parts are taken care of. So this is the hard part. The hard part right here is making sure certain details some of this would be cleaned up later on. Alright, you take care. Yeah, walk through walls, disappear, and float. Or fly. Going on, just making sure this stuff is closed off for when I color it. because I mostly just don't want it to interfere with the rest of her body. Because the hair can just, you know, be seen as going behind the teeth and all that. Yeah, I'll make that fat bee-moth woman be part of the church. Fuck it. Make her a part of, like, the whatever religion that they're going off of. Or at least, like, whatever philosophies that they're thinking of. Trying to make this more round and then sharp. Shrink this down. There we go. Just doing some cleanup. Alright. Aside from cleaning up, pretty much got this part of her good. Nah, it doesn't need those. Just needs to look like it's folding the skin a bit. I think this will get easier to draw once I get it all planned out. There we go. Okay, I think we're good. Just trying to clean up as much as I can. So that way it looks right. Let's kind of make
Alright, so that's basically what's going to be underneath her when she takes off her sheet. Excuse me. Let's see. So, can put this, well, gotta keep her that way, so turn this off. Now I need to put the actual sheet on her. Up so I can make sure the sheet goes over the appropriate spots. I was listening to interesting stories about celebrities, and I did not know Tim Allen used to be a drug dealer. I did not know that was a thing. And he used to be like a really hard alcoholic. Yeah, he like definitely changed his life around. I think he did to get a lesser sentence because he did go to prison for a while. If I remember right. But yeah, like he did like a lot of messed up stuff. Well, maybe not messed up is maybe messed up is not the right term, but he did a lot of, you know, drug related things. But turned his life around once he went to prison for a while, and then he's been, as far as I know, he's been sober since. So good on him. And then like another story was about Harrison Ford, where when he was trying to do acting, at one point he was told that, you know, he'd never get anywhere with his career, like being for acting and all that. So one of his friends told him like, oh hey, you know, here's a guy who's working on a movie. And so when he goes to do the audition, or well, he goes there thinking he's only going to read the lines because they were missing a guy who was supposed to fill in the role, and Harrison Ford was supposed to just be there as a sub for the moment. And George Lucas had told him, like, you know, just, I don't want you to act, I just want you to be yourself,
because he was trying to tell Harrison Ford that he was not going to be given the role, period, the end. And so Harrison Ford was just pretty much just done. He was just like pissed off the entire time. He did the job that he was there for, thinking that, you know, he's just there to make his small paycheck, you know, get known for whatever. But he's just like pissed off the entire time because George Lucas kept hammering it in that you will not get this role or whatever, or you're not here to audition. Everyone else is, but you're not. And so by the end of the day, Harrison Ford is just like getting ready to leave, just like does not want anything to do with anybody. And that's when George Lucas tells him he got the role. And then like years later, I guess he was at like a restaurant, and one of the people that Harrison Ford knew that told him that he wasn't going to get anywhere with his life or with his career, sent him like a business card just saying I lost the bet or something like that. And Harrison Ford couldn't remember what the guy looked like because it had been so long, and the guy, you know, didn't like, you know, go further with his own career. And so all Harrison Ford could do was just toss the business card and move on, because he couldn't recognize the guy anymore. But yeah, like that was how Harrison Ford basically got his role and all that. So I thought that was cool. And then I think the third person that I was listening to was about how William Neeson was a teacher. I forget where he was working, but like basically he was at like a school that just did not respect teachers and all that, and he was supposed to be there as like a sub. And when the students found out that he was a sub, they weren't paying attention to all that. Until suddenly he like bursts out in the room and is like, everybody better fucking sit down and all that, and pay attention. And most of the class pretty much listened except for one student, and one student wouldn't listen to him at all. And he's trying to tell the student, like, you know, meet me in the hallway. The student still wouldn't move, and then finally the student eventually pulls out a knife on him, and William Neeson just decks him. And of course he gets fired when the school finds out about it. But he ended up, you know, becoming a famous actor after that. So I was just like, well, shit. The student got off lucky because, you know, William Neeson has a specific set of skills. But yeah, hearing about shit like that was pretty cool. I was like, damn. I'm glad all these people got further. Pretty sure it was like more with him though, but that was like the key one. Just making she look more raggedy, like she's had it for a while. Apparently there was like a talk or a radio show. I think it had to do with baseball, but I guess it was like one of the first times furries were ever talked about on radio, and that people called them furriers because I don't think they could remember what they were called at the time. It's like, they're called furriers. It's like, really? Is that what they're called? And yeah, I think so. And I was just laughing. Okay, so got that. Make it look like it's draped over her. And then let me bring this back up. Darken that a bit. Just make her costume really deceiving in terms of what's underneath. Her hair's gonna be here. Okay, for the mouth, trying to stick with the original. It should be like a bet or something where Holly tries to scare people, like the other horror characters say that she's not scary or something, or they tell her to do it as a dare. And she's like, I can be scary. It's like, Holly, you can't be scary, you're a cinnamon roll. Kinda, yeah. Kinda like Casper. I like the first Casper movie. That was probably the best Casper movie possible. The way they did it. with the other 49. Yeah, because the first movie was just done perfectly well. Like the way it ends was great, where he has to make a big sacrifice. He gets a little bit of closure. Like, they did such a good job on that movie. All the characters were cool. Good. Let me just make sure it's not missing any parts that need to be closed off. Alright then, cool. Yeah, like, people died in it and everything, and it was still a great movie. Like, none of it felt off the way they were portraying it, and it was really pretty well done for its time too. Like, the CG wasn't bad. Turn this back on. Turn it off. Turn this off. Turn her back up. Alright, so now we get to the coloring part. Let me make her and the parts a little bigger. Just takes up more of the screen or the page. There we go. Let's turn these off. I want to stick to the colors she was given. This. Okay, let's check it. We're doing her hair first, because, good lord. Try not to make it too dark, but not too light either. This should be good. Her hair will be the base, because Lord help me if I try coloring all that. Luckily she's pretty simple, at least in terms of coloring. And then like I can always make her transparent for when she's a ghost. Should be fine because once I start shading her and all that, it'll get darker. If not, I can always change it. Huh. I wonder why that one's colored. Alright. What time is it? Oh my god, it's already almost 3 hours? Shit. Time flew by for this. Oh, thank you for the subscription. First subscriber, yay. Sneaking in right at the end of the stream. Yay, my first subscriber. Actually, let's make her mouth the same color as her eyes. That way she stays more ghostly. There we go. Do I want the blue for her eyes then? Because I can just make that the same color as her body. Yeah, I think I'll just do that. That way she's more consistently a ghost. There we go. Yeah, that looks better. Okay, so we're definitely going to shade this part of her first. Welcome to the Thibal studies. Oh yes. Maybe tomorrow I'll work on a character for when I do the Thibal storylines. I'll work on one of the characters. Screen is not the setting we wanted. There we go. We wanted that. Merge. Now my hand is on X. Here we go. Getting the colors I want. Jesus. Pull this out. Save. Yeah, like I said, I actually do want to do that story. It won't be the first one I do, because I'm going to do one with the slime slug ice cream maker. But that'll definitely be one of the ones that comes up. Just keep throwing it at me until I break. I was already broken. The problem is time. Time is the only thing that I need to fix. That and I need to fix my sleeping schedule, because I think that's another reason why things are a little messed up. I need to go to bed at a proper time. For like a few weeks now, I've just been going to bed at like 5 or 6 in the morning and then waking up at like 9. Sometimes even 7 to 9, and then get ready for the to stream or whatever it is I need to do for today. So I just need to work on me being better at more healthy sleeping habits. It only helps build our faith as time passes. Yeah. But I'll do it. I'll see about working on something this week for the slime ice cream story. Luckily, it's mostly her hair that needs to be shaded, or needs to be given the lights, because everything else on her is already a light shade. And Holly still needs work on her, because I still got the sheet and I still got the mouth eyes thingy teeth underneath her. Because yeah, like seeing her in this state is not even a thing for her design. This is just like a base, just so I can put everything else on her. And then I got zombies, slimes, skeleton death characters, and other stuff. If I can, I'll try to make like a short comic of Holly and her friends at some point. One of which is a zombie. And like realistically, she probably wouldn't even have shading. Since, you know, light wouldn't be touching her. Or shadows wouldn't. Then again, I can always, you know, do the shading and then make her invisible and blah blah blah. There's a lot of ways to go about it. I'll try not to overdo it if I don't need to. No, it's not 3 yet. At least not for them. So, Bigger Ben is the first subscriber for the Twitch stream. Yay! But seriously though, thank you though. I will do my best to try to make the streams more interesting as time goes on. The cringe face. Yeah, because I want to work on the nun costume for Becky. Maybe another costume, but that one will have to be for the not safe for work streams. So that one would be a little risque. Your subscription makes our gods softer, bless you. I know, I should just make... Because we already got Yorjadoth, but she's more into, like, food-related stuffings. Whereas if I were to make, like, another god based off of the whole fat stuff, that would be more of a body-type thing. I don't know, Yorjadoth can pretty much cover it, fuck it. Just ever do anything that's fat related. Doesn't necessarily have to be associated with food, but food is obviously the best way to go about it. And there's other stories I want to do too, like characters swapping bodies and stuff like that. Or the teleportation idea where it's like, oh, here's a collar or something that lets you teleport food elsewhere, so that way you can eat what you want. And then it goes to like another character who gets fatter over time. Or all at once, however it works. And so on and so forth. There's millions of ideas. I know, there's too many good ideas. Hopefully if things improve I can put out more emotes, because I still have the 3 that are being waited to be approved. And I'm just like, ugh. Hopefully it won't take forever. It'll almost be a week since I made them. least want to get this done before I stop streaming this part. Did I eat today? Yes, I had eggs. Welcome back. Gonna be stopping soon. Actually, let's leave those alone. think that's gonna be it for this stream. Thank you everybody for coming today. I will be streaming again tomorrow, same time, 12 o'clock for Pacific time. And we'll probably work on more character stuff, or if I can work on a comic on stream, then I'll do that too. But yeah. So yeah, let me just turn off some of this. So well, let me set this first. But I'll just show the line art since that's the only thing that's really going for her right now. Turn both of these off. So here's her. Let me put her to 30. So here's her normally, or like as a base, so that way she can have her different versions. Because she's gonna have the sheet with the spooky face on it, and then underneath that is gonna be all the horror stuff that's on her. I was thinking of putting something on her thighs, but I was like, I think it's fine the way it is at this point. That way we don't overdo it. I say as I clearly have overdone it. So yeah, spooky mouth teeth creature thing that she is. But on the outside, she's just a bun trying to be spooky. Yeah, she's got tummy mouth and boob eyes and shoulder mouths and whatever else that may be in there. But yeah, she's just trying to be spooky. Turn this back up. But yeah, this was fun. I'll probably work more on her later today if I have time, because I'm going to be working on comic stuff first. So I'm going to be working on iHat and finishing that up. Then I'll be working on the jam pictures. And then if I have time, I'll probably work on Holly. If not, then I'll probably finish her up tomorrow, because I don't think the rest of her is going to take that long. But yeah, thanks everybody for coming. Thank you Bigger Ben for being my first subscriber. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Let's have more fun. You guys take care, alright? Bye bye.